Hello everyone, this is Marie Holiday and welcome to my live stream lecture. And before we get into today's very important lecture, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit my subscribe button and notification button. Also share my channel with one person you know in the real world. Have them to check out a couple of my videos, but let them make the decision on whether or not they want to subscribe to my channel. All I need for you to do is to share my channel and be a part of my channel as it goes after its first 1,200 subscriber milestone. And with that being said, let's get down to today's exciting lecture. The focus of this lecture is being a content creator and working a full-time job. And for some people, they're working a full-time job and a side hustle, simultaneously as they are a content creator. Actually, this is a requested lecture. So being a content creator, I don't care for what social media platform, and working a full-time job. What if I tell you that it can be done, but you have to approach it differently? One of the biggest issues people with full-time jobs, and even if they got a couple of jobs, think that they have is lack of time. So if only they also had an extra 8 hours available daily to work on their content, if only they didn't have to work their full-time jobs or their full-time and part-time job, because a lot of people, most people that I know have at least a full-time and a part-time job, and I'm here to tell you. Then they will have the motivation. If they didn't have those obligations of working those jobs, then they may have the motivation and time to work on their content for their social media channel. If only their job didn't require so much energy and time. If only they had extra 5 hours of spare time a day to work on their content. If only. But in reality, you don't need an enormous amount of time to develop and cultivate your channel and create content of value. You don't need a whole amount of time if you want to do all these things, even if you're going out to monetizing and sustaining your channel. There are plenty of people, because I'm one of them, there are plenty of people out there who are working full-time jobs, a side hustle. Even if you don't have a job, trust me, you got the business of maintaining your household, paying the bills, keeping up with your doctor's appointments, keeping up with the kids. That's always the business of a household in terms of maintaining the household and being involved with your family and etc. Don't matter if you're a content creator. So there are plenty of people out there who are working jobs and have all these other obligations while also maintaining and cultivating a YouTube channel. And cultivating that content of value for their YouTube channel or whatever social media platform. Success of course will vary from person to person, but that's all dependent on your own expectations. The most important thing is to keep working on it consistently. I don't care who you are, you gotta have consistency in developing and cultivating your social media platform. And you do not need to dedicate 8 hours a day in order to do this in terms of being consistent. So I'm going to give some pointers. I'm going to present some pointers in regards to being a content creator and working a full-time job or managing the business of your household, because all of that's a job. So I'm going to give some pointers on being a content creator and working a full-time job or a part-time job or two jobs and maintaining all other obligations of your household. So pay attention. Number one, which is important, reserve a minimum of 30 minutes of focus time per day. You notice I said focus. What you need is to learn how to be efficient with your time. I'm going to give you an example. Working for 3 hours in a focused state and without distractions is way more effective than spending 8 hours just because. That's a big step to make. So start small instead. Reserve 30 minutes a day for your channel and working on new content, and do everything you can to make it focused. You got to cut out distractions, plan them out ahead of time, block off your calendar, and make it a habit. Effectiveness over quantity, and I'm here to tell you. Number 2 pointer, focus on one project at a time. Time is valuable, especially when you are working a full-time job, that already consumes most of your time, maintaining the business of your household and keeping up your doctor's appointment. All that takes time. The time that you have available is already limited. So one way to waste that precious time is trying to work on a lot of different projects at one time. Instead, pick one project and make that your main priority. Put all of your focus into that one single project and do everything you can to finish it before picking up a new project. Plan your hours around it. Prioritize addressing distractions, because when distractions come up, you gotta address that distraction so you can return back to focusing on your project. Because in the end, the only thing that's worse than 4 unfinished projects or 5 unfinished projects, and I'm here to tell you. Number 3 powerful pointer, make it easy to capture ideas. One of the most important things to a content creator is ideas. Ideas for content, ideas on how to improve your work, ideas for your next project, and so on. The problem is that creativity is not a constant thing. Just because you reserve 30 minutes a day doesn't mean all our creativity will come out during that session. Great ideas for your next project, your next topic, your next content ideas can hit you when you are least expected. When you're driving, when you're listening to music, when you're laying down, when you're doing chores. So like it can hit you when you're doing your full-time job in the daytime or working your side hustle. An idea can come out of nowhere. So letting all those creative moments slip by is one of the worst mistakes you can make as a content creator. Those ideas are what make you consistent. Those ideas are what make you consistent, motivated, and excited. Thus, it's very important to have a system in place that allows you to easily capture ideas at any moment or location. Even if you are not able to work on those ideas immediately, being able to capture and save them for later is already a big step forward. So it is important to jot down ideas as they come in mind and revisit them later. I don't go nowhere without paper and pencil. I don't know when an idea is going to pop in my head about a new content or a new strategy, and I'm going to immediately jot it down and revisit it later that's very, very important. Number 4 tip, improve by publishing. One of the biggest hurdles for content creators is feeling like they are not ready to publish their projects yet. Either they think that they are not good enough yet, or that their work is not good enough yet. As a result, they are afraid to get their project out into the world. In the end, they don't publish their work at all and spend all their time trying to perfect it, trying to edit, and it don't look right. Edit and re-edit, edit and re-edit. The effects are even more detrimental for people who are trying to create content next to their full-time job, as they have less time to spend. Instead, stop hoarding all of your work and publish it in the world. Stop editing and re-editing, editing and re-editing, and go ahead and publish your work, because nothing is perfect. The only way to get better is by getting feedback. In order to get the feedback, you got to publish your work. So the quicker you get feedback, the quicker you know what you can improve at. Only through the feedback loop can you make your next work, your next project, your next article, video, or whatever even better. But the only way to get feedback is by publishing your content for people to consume. You gotta get your content out there to the masses. You are not the judge of your work. Your audience is there. They're going to be the ones who are giving you the feedback on your work. So let them decide for themselves. The key thing as a content creator, don't hold on and hoard onto your work and keep re-editing or doubting yourself. Get your work out there. Pointer number 5, which is so important as a content creator. Remember, you gotta have fun. There are a lot of reasons to work as a content creator for your YouTube channel or whatever your social media platform is. There are many reasons, such as you can monetize and create a stream of income. You can drive traffic to your business website and increase your business income. You can make money from affiliate marketing. It could be improving your portfolio and etc. Or it could be for a whole lot of other reasons. The truth is, there will always be a reason why you want to have a YouTube channel, whatever your platform is, or other social media platforms. So if you are planning on making your channel long-term and to become monetized and to sustain your monetization, then it is important to do something you enjoy. So the easiest way to keep yourself going as a content creator for your channel, not somebody else's channel, but your channel, is to pick one that you have fun with. Create stuff, interesting things that you are interested in. Create content and topic of stuff that you are interested in. Reach out to other people, learn about things, or join a community. You got to be internally driven in terms of the why behind you're creating your content for your channel. And the key thing is create something that is of interest to you, not the masses. And I'm here to tell you, don't create your topics based on, so-and-so got all these topics over here on their channel. I'm gonna replicate that. No, do something that inspires and motivate you as a content creator. Because I'm here to tell you, if you're not doing it for yourself, the viewer, the listener are going to be able to pick up and tell that you're not being your true self. You're not doing something of interest. They're going to be able to pick up on it, and I'm here to tell you. And that's the quickest way not to get subscribers or new subscribers or sustain your subscribers, by being something that you're not. Basically, AKA being fake. when you do things that are interest for you, that will keep you going way more than money, way more than having thousands and thousands of followers and subscribers on social media. When you're doing it because you're internally driven, you're doing these topics in your content because it's a true desire and interest for you to do it. In the end, what's the point of volunteering, choosing to be a content creator, choosing to work on something if you don't truly enjoy it? And I'm here to tell you. Number 6 pointer. Working full-time or part-time. Being an entrepreneur, being a content creator or influencer is one of the big things that almost everybody wants to get into these days. But unfortunately, most of us are tied to a full-time, and for some reason, people are full-time in a part-time job, working 2 jobs, managing the house business of your household, the kids, and all of those things. Because I'm going to tell you something. Bills still have to be paid. And the kids still have to be taken care of. And the business of your household still has to be taken care of. I don't care if you're a content creator. So by having other obligations, it won't leave a lot of time per day to spend on other things. But contrary to common belief, it's still possible to be a content creator despite all of this, because I'm a content creator with many other responsibilities, my career, a side hustle, the business of my household, and at the same time, I'm a content creator. It can be done, because the key thing is you gotta be strategic in managing your time, blocking out your time like you do anything else, and focusing on one thing at a time. All of that's critical if you have other obligations as a content creator. And I'm here to tell you, number 7 pointer, which is so important. You gotta take a break periodically from social media, meaning deplug. Make sure you are taking a break consistently from social media. It don't matter if you're a content creator. You got to deplug, enjoy your family, enjoy that movie, enjoy your nature walks without the cameras rolling. We as content creators have to learn how to work smarter and efficiently and strategically in understanding the power of deplugging, because just because you are a content creator, you got to deplug. The camera should not be rolling 24/7. There's a life outside of being a content creator, because there's a business side to being a content creator. Just like there's a business side if you are an entrepreneur, there's a business side if you are an employee. You got to have a balance. Just like if you're working a full-time job, and when you have worked your 8 hours, you take your behind home. You ain't staying on that job hanging out and socializing and creating a whole nother family. No, trust me. When you have worked whatever how many hours you're working, rather it's an 8-hour shift or a 10-hour shift or a 16-hour shift, trust me, if you are an employee and when your shift is ended, you are taking your behind home. No different from being a content creator. When you have presented that information, when you have uploaded that content, when you have created that video and you are done, you should be deplugging and going on about the rest of your day. And I'm here to tell you, no different from being it's no different from being an employee. It's no different from being a content creator. It's no different from being an entrepreneur, a business person. You ain't doing that no 24/7. You shouldn't. You got to have a balance. Because I would be safe to say you got other things within your household that need to be tended to. Rather it's cooking your dinner, spending time with family, going on a doctor's appointment, paying your bills. You got a life outside of being a content creator. So these are powerful, powerful tips that I really wanted to present in terms of, being a content creator and working full time and having other obligations, ladies and gentlemen. This is a topic I really been wanting to do one on for a while now, because again, I'm a content creator with a whole lot of other responsibilities out that I have to tend to when I turn this camera off. And I'm here to tell you, because the world of social media is a fake world. People only show their highlight reels, because the minute you turn the camera off, real life is waiting for you. That traffic waiting for you, bills waiting for you, responsibilities waiting for you, due dates waiting for you on your job. You got to perform the essential functions of your job. When you turn the camera off, then real life begins. And I'm here to tell you, and you got to understand that. You got to understand that and understand the power of being strategically, if you're a content creator, and simultaneously maintain the responsibilities of your role in the real world. And I'm here to tell you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have on this topic. And please don't forget, please put on your bucket list for the year of 2023, Awake Financial Freedom. This is a powerful testimony. I'm getting a lot of feedback from many of the different platforms where people are purchasing my powerful testimony on how I rose from financial destruction to being able to retire by the middle of next year, with multiple retirement accounts going to hit me for the rest of my life. And I was talking to a very dear friend of mine. I've been knowing Linda for over 20 plus years, and Linda can attest to my journey. She said, Marie, it's now time to really live life since you're getting ready to come out of the workforce. You done phenomenal things in your career. You're a phenomenal mother. You've done some things. You rose out of destruction. She said, now, she literally told me when I was talking to her on the phone, it's time for you to really soar as you exit out of the workforce. I'm telling you, if I would have never had that spiritual battle in 2012, when God gave me the skills to rise above my financial situation, trust me, like Linda told me, there is no way in HELL, Marie Holiday, at a relatively young age, is finna get ready to exit out of the workforce with multiple retirement accounts. This is a must-read book. You must put on your bucket list for 2023. I don't care where you are in your financial life. You can enhance your financial life, or you can rise above your financial destruction by reading this powerful testimony, which is also spiritually based. And I'm here to tell you, put Awake Financial Freedom on your bucket list for 2023, and also be on the lookout. I'm very, very close to getting ready to launch my business, Paris and Associates Resource Center. My business has been lying dormant for a little over 3 years, but it's time for me to breathe life back into the Paris and Associates Resource Center. And also, you all know at the end of each video, especially for the holidays, I always like to showcase my nutcrackers. I collect nutcrackers. If the audience is aware, I display my nutcrackers. And I just love my nutcrackers. Look at that one with the Christmas tree. But I display my nutcrackers throughout the year in my home. I love my nutcrackers. At one point, I was collecting nutcrackers. I'm going to get back into my nutcracking collection. I'm already gotten back into it. I think that's going to be a neat, fun hobby, especially when I offboard out of the workforce. Something about nutcrackers I just love. There's no way you can hold a nutcracker, look at a nutcracker, and be in a bad mood. There's no way in the world. And one of the stores that I think do a really good job on the type of nutcrackers they sell is Dollar General. You can get them at a good price. They have the good quality. And I tell anybody, if you visit me, don't mess with my nutcrackers. If you got kids and you visit me, your kids need to be well tamed, because they will reach for these nutcrackers and they're going to want to play with my nutcrackers, and then they're going to drop my nutcrackers and break them. So I give anybody with kids that come to my house, make sure you watch your kids, because, I collect my nutcrackers, and you drop a nutcracker, they're very, 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 very easy to break. And I'm here to tell you. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have on this topic. And I'm so excited as the holidays are approaching. Actually, I'm so excited because I'm not traveling for the holidays. I'm gonna be home for the holidays. I'm taking some time off. And I got my contractor who is finishing out the last little bit of renovation on my home before I put it on the market. He's going to finish that out before the new year roll around. So I'm trying to be in place for that. At the same time, I'm getting rest. But anytime I have somebody in my home working on my house, I got to be there to watch them. And I'm here to tell you. So that's all I have. Semper Fidelis. And I'm going to leave you in the care of your own conscience. Have a great day.